Happy Valentine's Day, y'all. Before I go into some pretty good gypsy tea, I'm going to show you guys my kids for Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day, y'all. So this is them this morning. Anyway, Gypsy Rose has her whole thing on Lifetime. They just released a commercial, and honestly, it should have people enraged. So I want us to go ahead and watch this, and y'all tell me what you think.
7 years ago, we met for the first time.
I got back with the man that I truly love. We're unexpectedly expecting.
I thought you were going to a fertility
she had
doctor.
gotten through this divorce before this happened.
Brian texted me. He has lingering hope that I will go back to him.
And
even
you've been
with the
texting him
pregnancy.
too.
If I am the father, I will do my responsibilities.
I never had any doubts of who the father was. I'm going to have a paternity test done.
This
for
woman's a
Ryan's
fraud.
Life is throwing us a lot of curveballs right now.
I'm still on parole, so we can't live together. What is this? The hairbrush of an ex-girlfriend. Sheriff's office. I got death threats. People don't feel like I'm going to be a good mother because of what my mom put me through. Let me prove you wrong.
So once again, you've lied. Are you forgetting that you did 8 years in prison for orchestrating your mom's unaliving? Using a man with autism and a low IQ with other mental health issues that was collecting a permanent disability check? You spent 8 years in prison for a crime that you committed. And you orchestrated it for over 2.5 years. That is why people think you're unsafe with a child. You also said you were unexpectedly expecting. Weren't you seeing a fertility doctor? Most people see a fertility doctor because they want to get pregnant. You also told us in the past that Lifetime wasn't at the hospital. Remember, you said that they didn't record anything, but here they are at the hospital? Sounds like you're a liar. I'm just saying. You have manipulated the whole world, and for some reason, you still act like you're the victim. When people know that you're not the victim, but you keep putting this narrative out there, and nobody's believing you. And you're actually making yourself look a whole lot worse. Actually, just as bad as the Book of Lies. You even mentioned the micro deletion in your book. But you had it edited to take some of that out because you don't want to take any accountability for the fact that you orchestrated a crime for lies of abuse that you have told the world. You know you actually had issues that your mom had you to get actually taken care of. But instead, you rather lie to the world and make yourself look crazy because that's what you're doing. Y'all, Onijah is for real missing, and yeah, it seems like she is definitely in jail in Dubai, and she may not be home for a very long time because Dubai does not play like on another level, and I think a lot of people don't really know because Dubai is very different from a lot of other places. But yeah, I'm going to play these clips for you because it's stuff that I've been seeing on social media. And, yeah, this is not good.
I'm asking the government for $100K in my pocket so I can do real estate. 100K for real estate. 100K for real estate. We are moving to Dubai very soon. We're gonna have our baby in Dubai.
Guys, I am seriously, like, I just woke up right now and the first video that I saw, and I'm seriously just worried. I'm legitimately worried right now for sister. Because like I just saw a video of her. I think she was being escorted off the plane. She was on the plane, but then she was being escorted and there was security over there. You know, when there's security, it's never a good sign. And security in Dubai, these guys do not mess around. These guys, they're not as chill as us. They're not the type who will empathize. Like in Pakistan, chalo, at least we empathize. We're like, okay, but she's probably unwell. Treat her with care. Despite the fact that you look at us like as there was some backward nation or something. No, we have feelings. We have feelings. We have a lot of feelings actually. And we will actually just, look at you on a human level. We're like, you know what? No, okay, she's not okay. She's not okay. It's fine. Like, if she wants a good cry, let her have a good cry. If she wants to eat, okay, let her eat. If she wants to, just keep her happy. Kid gloves. Dubai and these people, they don't care. They don't care. They don't give a damn. Like, they won't even like just look at you and be like, oh my god, like, why is she reacting this way? They'll just be like, jail now. So yeah, it's like yeah, man, it was fun and games for a while, but those fun and games is making me worried now. Like, I just want her to get back home, man. I want Pakistan's princess, the princess of Pakistan, just to land back home, come to her welcome party, enjoy, be happy. Yeah, I want her out of Dubai, man. I want her out of Dubai. It's not fun. Or send her back to Pakistan. We will take good care of her. We love her. And despite however she is, we love her. But yeah, man. It's not fun in games anymore. Onijah is not fun in games anymore. And like, I saw a video like before the plane where I think she was threatening someone with a cigarette. She's like, I'm going to cut you up. I'm going to cut you up with this. You mess with me. But we don't know the other side. I don't know what the other guy was saying. I know the thing is, like, I think, like, and this is my inference, is that I guess there is this portrayal specifically of black women in the mass media, and I blame the American media for it, and we're all the ones who consume it, is this mass media, that they're a bit crazy, they're a bit hot-headed, and I feel like the Onijah case is a test case of this, where that stereotype is being perpetuated further. So, and that's the clip that is being shown. That is the clip that's being shown, and people are like, haha, lol, haha, another crazy black woman, and that's how they're looking at it. But the thing in this whole narrative is that we never get to see the other side. For all we know, the guy behind the camera was probably inciting her. He probably said something that pissed her off, because of which she was like that. See, the thing is, we know she has mental health problems. We do know that. But we also need to remember this case is much more complex over here, where there's also this portrayal of a black woman on a worldwide audience now. On a worldwide audience that consumes American media, and they look at her from a very specific lens. You get what I'm saying? So, yes, to some it's shits and giggles, but it's also the perpetuation of one particular stereotype, where they're just continuously just looking at her as, oh yeah, another crazy, angry black woman. So guys, with that video where like she's like, I'm going to cut you up, and this, like, we don't know what the guy was saying behind her. Well, behind the lens. He could have been inciting her. He could have been in her face with a camera. He could have, and we know there's just lots of cameras in her face. Yeah, she likes the attention and everything, but we don't know what he was saying. So yeah, it's not shits and giggles anymore. I hope she gets back home now, and we get to see like happy images of her welcome party now. Yeah, Onijah, I hope you're okay. I hope you're okay. We're all praying for you now.
Now you know what time it is. It's Black History Month segment, and I pulled a couple of clips of some things that I felt like it was really interesting to see. Drop your comments down below.
Welcome to Harvard, a university that only exists because of slavery. Ever wonder how Harvard built a $50 billion endowment and became the wealthiest university in the world? The early donors made a killing off the transatlantic slave trade. If we go way back to their founding in 1636, find their presidents, their board members, their faculty, all enslaving black and indigenous people. Many working right here on this campus. But it doesn't stop there. In the 18 and 1900s, Harvard professors were well known for promoting eugenics. They tried to say that people in poverty, often black and brown people, that their conditions were a product of their genetic makeup, their inferiority. I mean, they really promoted this as a legitimate science. They woke up every day trying to prove that the white race was genetically superior. So you telling me all that reading and writing, and you couldn't tell that white wealth and black poverty came out of slavery? The same slavery their institution contributed to. It was the theories produced here that empowered white doctors to illegally sterilize black women all across this country. It was the theories produced here that empowered police to assume black men's criminality and to beat and arrest them and incarcerate them. I got more. Even after slavery ended, that didn't stop Harvard from benefiting from it. A lot of the people that made bread off of slavery, this is where they parked their money. This is where the donations came. You ain't gotta believe me. Read the report on Harvard and the legacy of slavery. Hey, but this will really get me. Even though we know all this history, this is still the school where the Supreme Court banned affirmative action in 2023. Affirmative action is how we go from 100 black students here in the 1960s to about 1,000 black students here in the 2020s. It's not like it happened overnight. But now private universities, even those built by slavery, cannot use race in their admissions. So the descendants of slave owners, the descendants of eugenicists who made a fake science, they have a higher chance of getting into Harvard as a legacy than the people who built this school. Welcome to Harvard University. They're not going to teach you about the Tuskegee Airmen, but we are.
What inspired me to join? The Navy only had one job for black people at that time. And the Marine Corps didn't accept any of us at all for any reason. They said we hadn't had any for 165 years and they didn't want any now.
So you're telling me that white people got jobs in the military not based on merit, but on race?
It's the military who was in the forefront of really the civil rights movement. Because here we were in it since 1949, and I lived in an integrated society while I was on the base, and it wasn't until I left the base that it was back to the old ways.
Go to the unsegregated white units and everything, and they did, and they excelled. But there was no celebration or anything like that. They just took everything in stride.
Yeah, I can see why maybe the Department of Defense doesn't want to teach black history. Integration happened there before it happened elsewhere. But whether you want to hear it or not, these men served their country.
I shot down two aircraft. They were FW-190, Focke-Wulf 190.
At least I'll get to go to Tuskegee. At least I'll get a chance to learn how to fly, you know. The elimination rate was like 66%.
After all that black people have been through in America, these Tuskegee Airmen were still proud to serve their country. And that's the history you want to wipe out? Y'all just mad because we had fun doing it.
As soon as you're stepping off the plane, the girls trying to grab who they wanted for the weekend, you know, and this kind of thing. And so that was fun because you had your choice, you know. And they had arranged to find places because there were no public places where we could stay, not even on the base. See?
We used to say that General Davis slept at attention. It's yes, but the discipline was fine. It was really, it filtered down from him, his West Point training and all. And then he was just no nonsense, and we appreciate it.
They can try to hide our history all they want. They can't stop us from telling our story.
Serena Williams' husband did a clap back. And I think this clapback is really, I don't know, one of the classiest ways to clap back at somebody. It's such like a nice, nasty type of, I don't know, you know, he might not be a real estate agent, but he sure did put somebody in a place. So I want y'all to watch this because I thought it was pretty comical.
I don't know how I missed this because it's pretty fascinating. So I guess Serena Williams, obviously she was a part of the halftime show, Kendrick's show. And Stephen A. Smith sees it and he writes, his reaction is, if I'm married and my wife is going to join trolling her ex, go back to his ass. He says, clearly you don't belong with me. What you worried about him for? And you're with me? Bye-bye. And the best response was actually Serena's husband, who wrote, I get it, you're 57 and life didn't turn out the way you imagined. That kind of disappointment must be exhausting. You're the embodiment of peaked in high school, spending decades chasing validation from strangers through likes and digital hugs, only to find that no amount of external approval fills the void. I wouldn't wish that on anybody. Criticism only fuels your victim complex, reinforcing the comforting delusion that there's some grand conspiracy against you and your brave ideas, when in reality, you just got terrible takes. It's a cycle: outrage, backlash, self-pity, repeat. This is a lonely road. There's still time to rewrite the ending. Start by working on yourself first. You'll find that if you wake up every morning trying to be a little better, a little more curious, you won't have time for irrational hating. You'll be too busy winning. And that is from Serena Williams' husband, Alexis. And it might actually be one of the best responses I've ever heard to someone slamming a spouse. So bravo, Alexis. Bravo, Serena Williams. I like how you feel good about yourselves. And Stephen A., come on, just stop doing this shit. You're just doing it for attention. Now it gets stupid.
Now, it's said that Wendy Williams is free, but I don't know if she is or not for real. I've seen multiple things where somebody said they've seen her get into a black car today. I don't know if it's true or not, or yesterday rather, but I made this post yesterday and I'm just going to add it to this video. I really hope she is free because y'all know that I really love Wendy Williams, because she's so nostalgic to me, and I used to listen to her rather on the radio on WBLS 107.5 from 14 all the way to when she came off the radio and started doing her talk show. So she's always been very, very, very nostalgic to me. I hope you guys enjoy this. Oh yeah, and they put up like a clip of my video on the Tubi documentary. I didn't even know this. It's towards the end of the documentary, but I thought it was very funny because it was a bunch of creators, but I just thought it was funny that I was on there and I had no idea.
Allegedly, Wendy is already free. She's saying she's not sure what's going on, but I saw her walking on the street getting into a black SUV today. Y'all, this is such good news! This made my day so much better. I love Wendy Williams so much, and she will never know how much I love her. I have been watching her since I was 14 years old listening to her on WBLS, the Wendy Williams show in New York. It was the highlight of my day, and to be honest with you, her radio show really brought me through some dark days during my childhood. Just listening to her, this really makes me smile, and I'm really, really, really happy. And I want to say to Harvey from TMZ, you're a gem. You really are a gem. To see how genuine you were in that video, it was, yeah, you're a gem. I hope this is for real. A welcome home, Wendy.
All right, y'all. Happy Valentine's Day. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you guys later. Oh, I also have a Get Ready With Me, Chucky Rose style. I have to do the voiceover, but I will be posting that today as well. And, okay, the Valentine's Day Chucky Rose was not the easiest thing to do because I had to get up super early, like obviously curl that red rig and get myself together before my kids got up. So I figured that would be like a great thank you to you guys because I know you guys really love the Chucky Roses, and I was like, what could I do that you guys would really appreciate? So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Bye bye for now.